Okay, this is a test video to see what it comes out like. I guess the first thing we'll do is draw a basic garden. Most people's gardens are a rectangle like that. And let's just to make the maths easy, say this is 5 meters along here, 10 meters down here. Now this is really boring. Let's imagine it's a really flat, boring piece of brown dirt basically. And what we're going to do is just do it, liven it up, but do it on a budget. So let's say the budget is £5,000. That's not a big budget either. That's a little teeny budget, really. Let's imagine all the fences are good. So the fences here are good and good because maybe it's on a housing estate, a new build, and you usually get some sort of crappy paving down here and probably a gate like that. Sound familiar? So one golden rule when you design a garden, unless there's a weird circumstance, is that you do a third of it hard landscaping, or in other words, patio, deck, gravel, resin bound gravel. Any of these things I would call hard landscaping. And then the rest of it is softer landscaping. And that means grass, plants, wooden structures, anything that's just not hard paving or big expanse of flat surface. You don't want that. So you need somewhere to put a table in here, maybe some deck chairs, maybe for the kids to ride around on, and then you probably want lawn out here. And then a real basic thing to do, if you want to keep the budget down, is just put some lawn like that. Keep one side fenced, because you might, if you have kids, you might want to put a goal there. For example, you don't want the bushes to get wrecked, or maybe if maybe you can grow some just climbers along here, but you don't want to engulf yourself with planting too much, because it's too much. It'd be a lot to take care of as well. So that's 2/3 soft landscaping and 1/3 hard landscaping. Right, I've made a right mess of that now, so let me just draw that out again. So, we've got your paving, we've got planting, we've got lawn. Right, now this patio is going to be 5 meters. Sorry, let's just say that down the expanse of this garden here, the patio comes out, I don't know, 4 meters. It's a good size. You also want to check whatever furniture you're intending to put on the paving. You want to make sure that it fits with room around it. For example, if you put the paving here, well, that looks fine, but if you put a table in, let's say you put a table and chairs like this, then the person sat here is going to be sitting on the grass and it will just wreck the grass. So you always want to give plenty of room for furniture and, you know, to get around it. You should be able to walk around the furniture as well. Don't skimp out on the patio if you can't. I mean, depends what size garden you have, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So patio, so that's 20 square meters of paving. And the lawn, so there's 6 meters left of that. So you've got, well, let's say 10 square meters of planting. And then you've got, what would that be? 50 square meters of paving. Is that right? No, let's say that's a meter and from there to there. So then this would be 4 meters by 5. Because you've got a meter in there as well. So you've actually got 20 20 meters squared of lawn. So 10 meters of planting. How much are you going to spend per square meter? Well, if you look at that, you're gonna, in each area, you're gonna want to spend, I don't know, 25 £25 per square meter. So that's £250 for plants. So we're not going to start with a budget of £5 grand. What we're going to do is just price this up and see where it comes out. In my head, it feels like it's £5 grand, but let's have a look. Where were we? So that's planting. A few bags of mulch as well, potentially. That should get you a little bit of planting. It's not that big of a budget for plants, to be honest. And then we got 20 meters of turf. So we should write turf here. Cocked this up already. If you leave yourself £10 per meter, you'll have change left over for that, and might be able to use the money some other places. Probably about £7 a square meter, but you have to overestimate slightly as well. So £10 a meter for turf will get you over the line. So 20 times 10, so that's £200 for the turf. Now under the turf, you've got 20 square meters of topsoil. I would imagine you need to put some new topsoil down. We forgot about digging out, haven't we? What's the first rule about landscaping? Start at the beginning, Rick. So are we going to leave out digging out of this price? Why would I do that? Because it wouldn't be a real price. So let's start from the top then. You're going to need a digger hire. £100 a day, 2 days. Easy, dig that out. At £100 per day. So I guess this video really is about how you would price something. How do you price your garden? Right there. How to price your landscaping project. Right, and we've got 2 days, that's £200 there. Right, waste away. Let's imagine we've got to dig this whole thing down. We ain't gone through proper depths of things yet, but let's say we have to take 6 inches out from there and 8 inches out from there. I think you probably, this is just coming from my own head, but I think, you'd probably fill 2 skips there. Those skips in the Bristol area are £250 to £300. So if you highball it, and let's put skips here at £300 per skip. I need more room here. I should set this out a lot better. And then you're going to get 2 skips, so that's going to be £600 for 2 skips and a digger hire. We've not done labour yet. Let's just assume you're doing this job yourself with no landscaper involved. I'm just helping you plan it out. So you've got a blank garden, you've dug it out down to the right depths. Now you need to fill this area with base. Otherwise you'd be walking over a load of mud. So I wouldn't do that. You have to start from the back to the front if you can, but at the same time you need to be able to travel to the back nicely. So I would dig all this out and then fill this up with base first. And for 20 square meters of paving there, which breaks my rule about ratios, but this is just a practice video. You're going to probably want about 5 ton of scarpings in there. If you don't know what scarpings are, there's many names for it. You can call it type 1, you can call it MOT, which means it's certified by the Ministry of Transport. 5 ton in there. 5 ton at, I charge it out at £50 a ton, £50 per ton. So that's 250 quid for the base. You should put a membrane down as well. unless the ground is particularly stony and solid. Put a membrane down, so you're going to want 20 square meters of membrane. Call it £2 per meter, and that gives you 40 quid. Then you're going to want, actually I'm going to just hold this video there because it might be taking in too much.